Hello and welcome to the Bulbian review. My name is Joel and tonight I'll be reviewing the 8-watt Viribright lamp. This is an LED bulb which is capable of replacing two very common household lamps. The first of which is the 70-watt incandescent lamp. This is a very common household lamp. You may still be using it in your house. It's an older type of lamp, but it's still used and consumes probably the most amount of electricity from any bulb for households today. Secondly, we'll be looking at the 15-watt CFL, or otherwise known as a compact fluorescent lamp. This one again is very common, and this was introduced to actually save energy in your household, and fair enough, it does save it. However, one thing it doesn't save is your health and the environment. So you're looking at things such as mercury and other issues like that involved with that, not to mention that the disposal process ends up costing more in energy consumption than it does in terms of saving that you achieve. So there's some issues there with even that lamp. But most importantly, we want to look at what this one can actually output. We want to look at what this 8-watt bulb can do in comparison to the other two bulbs that we've just mentioned. But before we do that, we're going to go into the kitchen and we're going to put those in. But before we do that, let's have a look at some of the savings. So first of all, with a 70-watt lamp, you're going to be looking at spending upwards of $280 per year at the moment, at a rate of 23 cents per kilowatt hour, if you had 8 of these around your house, on for 6 hours a day. Okay, so that's $280 per year. Now, as that price increases at around 3% per year, you're going to, in about 4 years, you'd be paying almost $300 per year. So you can see how that's going to increase for you. Now, with the Viribright lamp, with the 8-watt lamp, you'd only be paying $32 for the first year, and in electricity bills, and in about 4 years you might pay around $35. So that's where the savings are. You can see the substantial difference there. It's only about 10% of energy costs. And with the CFL lamp, you'd be looking at paying around $60 per year at the moment, and probably around $67 in about 4 years as energy prices continue to rise. So the best way to hedge against those energy price hikes is the LED light technology for your house. This is one of the best ways to do that. So what we want to look at is also the carbon emissions, or carbon emission savings for that matter. So an 8-watt bulb will actually save you around over a ton of carbon emissions if you're using 8 of these again in your house for 6 hours a day. Rather than the incandescents, you'll save yourself about a ton of carbon emissions, and that's about an overall 88% reduction in energy consumption. So as you can see, all the pointers are there. It is the better option. So now let's actually go have a look at how the light levels compare between these 3 lamps. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug this in. We're going to go into the kitchen here. This is an average size kitchen, not too big, but it gives you an idea, and I'll just walk onto the other side so you can see the size of the kitchen. So there it is. You've got your fridge, microwave and so on. So just a common household kitchen. And now let's plug some of these lights in. We'll start with the incandescent. This will give us a good idea of how this looks. So let's have a look at this. We'll just plug this one in. There we go. So this is the incandescent. Now just keep this visual in your mind, and let's see if we can achieve similar light levels with an LED. And have a look at that first, and then we're going to actually have a look. Before we put the LED in, we're going to look at how this compares with the CFL. So take this one out, put the CFL in. Okay, so you can see there, similar light levels. There we go. And lastly, let's actually have a look. Can the 8-watt bulb achieve similar light levels in the kitchen here? So let's have a look. Put this one in. There we go. So this looks like it's achieving similar light levels to me. And in fact, we can verify that using our calculators and data, but just for your visual, you can see there very clearly it does achieve the same amount of light level Now the other benefit with this is that you're actually getting much higher CRI, that's called a colour rendering index. So for example here you can see this dirty dishes here, we've got some cups, but you'll find actually that the colours that you see there are more clear with the LED light and they're sharper than it is with the other lights. You're going to find with CFLs and with incandescents, their CRI index is much lower. With the LEDs you're getting upwards of around 80 plus with your CRI. So as you can see there, the Viribright 8-watt lamp is sufficient to replace your incandescents, 70 watt, and your 15 watt CFL. So look, thank you very much for listening tonight. I hope that this video has been helpful. You can see that it is beneficial. Please visit our website. The address is www.bulbian.com.au. That's BULBIAN. And we'd be more than happy to service your needs and get some of these lights out to you so you can start benefiting from the savings and make your home safer. Thank you very much. Bye.